You know what really grinds my gears? The United States credit score system, and I got a few things I want to say about it because holy fuck, man, this thing is so frustrating. What's up, guys? It's Amarix Games here, and yes, we are going to talk about the United States credit system and how flawless it is. But yes, there's a lot of things I want to say about it, like, because it got me wondering when I was a kid that when I was younger, I always grew up with the United States credit score system because of my parents and everything. And I was born in 1998, and then I come to find out that there was a time where the United States credit score system was actually not a thing, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because nowadays this thing is so damn strict that like I can't even fucking put my mind around it, to be honest. As a fellow youngster, according to the older adults and everything, that I also learned to find out that, car insurance was not a thing in the past as well. Because, you used to be considered rich just to have car insurance and everything. And that shit kind of blew my mind. So basically, the people who did get into a car wreck had to pay everything out of pocket if they were like to get into a wreck without car insurance back then. But nowadays, you're just fucked and punished by the police. So what kind of led to me making this video and everything is that, like, my parents stole a bunch of credit card fraud of me and with my credit and everything, right, using my social security. And I made a video about this in the past and everything. But what really got me into it was for some fucking reason, dude, I was able to get the debt taken off, but it does suck that, you can make credit card payments on time, little by little by little, and it goes up by like 5, 10, 15 points sometimes, maybe 25 if you pay something off. It just really depends. But it's really fucked up when, when you pay so much shit on time by a cycle and then boom, it just plummets one time if you somehow forget something or you just don't make a payment like a day late or whatever the fuck it is, Like, goddamn. Like, I remember one time I made a payment on everything, right? And then I found out that, unfortunately, I had everything on auto pay, and I learned this the hard way, not to do anything on auto pay. And I didn't have enough funds, so it got denied, and then boom, my credit plummeted the next day because my dumbass didn't realize that the shit was on auto pay the whole time. And yes, I was also secretly paying more money than I should have because of the auto pay. But holy fuck, dude, that was like a hard lesson learned, and that was like 3 years ago. And I honestly just kind of find the credit system to be a little weird when it comes to certain things, like the fact that some jobs determine your credit score just to have a chance of employment is fucking crazy, right? Because I remember I tried getting a job at like Quick Trip, right? And believe it or not, man, they don't like to tell you all this, but Quick Trip does check credit score. But here's the craziest part: the pay is only like 14, like 25 an hour if you're like a part timer, like team clerk and everything. And I find that shit kind of bizarre. Like, why would companies judge people how they manage their money by paying them back on certain things in their personal life, determining their ability to work? Like, it makes no fucking sense unless you're working at a bank or something. Like, I just don't fucking get it. And what's also kind of fucking messed up is that I have a friend, right, who's excellent with money, right? He has a bunch of money saved up and everything. He's able to, to basically buy anything and get approved for any type of loan. He had a perfect credit score and everything, but here's what's stupid, right? He had such a good credit score because he's so good with money that he didn't even need a credit card, which is excellent, right? So he decides to go to his local bank that's been with him for years and everything with excellent credit, great money, like has as much as money as he need to get some type of a loan. He wanted to get like a small loan for a car or some type of, like, just for a car payment for a truck or something so he could build his credit. Well, here's what's fucked up. Since he didn't have any recent credit score history of any kind, they would not let him loan a couple $1,000s with amazing credit and like a lot of money in his bank account. And they know how much he has too, which is absolutely fucking dumb. So he had to literally open up a dumb credit card just to get some type of a loan of some kind from his bank. And I find that shit super fucking fucked up. And that shit is rigged at the core. Bro, I will say this too, man. Like, I absolutely hate credit cards. Like, when I was like 19, man, I was like, I do not want a fucking credit card. But unfortunately, I had to get one to rebuild my credit because of everything that happened with my parents, and that I wasn't able to afford to sue them and shit, unfortunately. But, the debt is taken off. I just had to gradually rebuild my credit, but fuck. It's a process. It's almost back to the way it was, like, before everything happened, but it's definitely a process, and it's a lot of work. The credit score system is like that game Only Up, where you have to jump a bunch of obstacles, kind of climb your way up to the top in order to make it and everything. But as soon as you fuck up once, dude, they get absolutely no breaks whatsoever, dude. Like, you fuck up once, you're screwed. You have to start all the way back over, or at least where you land to a certain point, because sometimes you will get a lucky break if you land on something in that game. But fuck, it just sucks because there's a lot of people who probably need credit cards and shit in order to get by just to fucking pay their bills. bills. And I feel really bad for those folks, man. Like, if someone with perfect credit or whatever came and get like a basic loan without some dumbass credit score history, imagine the ones that are actually struggling that need it for something more important. And I also do find it kind of messed up is that when you're ahead of your payments and everything on time, like if you pay it early and everything, that boom, your credit score plummets. You somehow get fucking punished, man, because these banks want you to be able to borrow money and everything so they can make money off you, and then the interest piles up, and it's just like a fucking process, dude. And it gets really annoying, and then you'll get to a point where you're getting financially abused by the fucking interest if you let it. And that's why you should never borrow so much money at once, because if you borrow way too much money, yeah, you might be fucked for life if you're not careful. I advise everyone that wants a credit card or needs a credit card to build credit, like, get the smallest amount of credit card as you can. Like, for me, I only have like a basic $300 one, and that's it. I don't need anything more than that. And I think that's perfect, because when things get really ugly or, maxed out and shit, if I ever had to, usually I just use it for gas or whatnot, but you know what I mean. But like, if I ever need it maxed out or whatever, like when I go pay it off, I won't be financially fucking screwed to the point where I can't pay anything more, and things will build up over time and shit. Like, it just gets really fucking ugly. You just gotta be very careful, man, because it's not easy out here sometimes. Like, with my parents and everything, when they racked up like $6,000 of credit card debt, like, I remember the interest alone was like $400, $500, and that shit was absurd. And I remember when that went up to like $10,000 in debt before the debt was fully taken off, because I was in the process of it getting taken off, but it took a while for the whole, bank and everything to kind of register that, oh yeah, this is getting taken off, because it was fraud. So I was keep getting emails of fucking $10,000 of credit card fraud and shit. And I was like, holy fuck. I'm so glad this is getting taken off, but you just never know sometimes. But yes, your spending habits are absolutely important, especially when you're getting older, because if you make good decisions financially now, it'll pay you off in the future. Trust me, it's definitely a good way to learn. Anyways, that's all I got for y'all today. Thank y'all so much for listening, rambling and listening and shit. Like, I don't normally go on negative rants and shit, but this is one of them I definitely wanted to talk about, because I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all can relate that a lot of the credit system shit sucks balls. I also just got off work about 2 hours early, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, I was pretty excited because I was able to go on here and record a video for y'all, because I had a lot of things I wanted to talk about. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next video, and y'all be responsible with your money, and I'll see y'all in the next video.